Beep boop bop, it's Becca and welcome back to Baking with Becca. So, it was just my birthday, it was just Tessa's birthday, so happy birthday to us, we're old now. Which means we need to make a chocolate monkey bread. It's gonna be delicious, so let's get started.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Okay.
So our first step for starting our dough is we're gonna combine half a cup of warm water with our 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast. So we can just add this into a large bowl because we're gonna add all the rest of the ingredients for the dough right into here. So we just sprinkle the yeast in and we're gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes. And this is going to activate the yeast, so it's gonna start to get foamy before we put the rest of the ingredients in. Our yeast is all activated, which means it's time for the next steps. So we have 4 1/2 cups of flour. I'm going to put just a little bit of the flour in, and then the rest of the ingredients. So this is 1 cup of warm rice milk. You want to make sure it's warm because you don't want the cold to kill the yeast. We have a 1/3 cup of oil. We have a 1/3 cup of sugar. And we have 1 teaspoon of salt. So you can start to mix that together. Yummy! And it's ready to go in the oven.
Oh, great. Yum.
Okay, you're just gonna keep adding in the rest of your flour and it's gonna make a pretty thick dough and then we're going to knead it together. Okay, so just incorporating everything into the dough. Knead it in here for a minute and then take it out and finish kneading it. All right, the dough's almost ready. As you're kneading it, you might notice it gets a little bit sticky and then you'll just use the rest of the flour when that happens. Because you will end up using all of the flour while you are finishing kneading it. We want to knead it for about like 5 to 10 minutes just to make sure that it's completely consistent throughout the whole thing. So our dough ball is ready. Now we're going to stick this in a bowl and we're going to cover it with a towel for at least 45 minutes. If you put it somewhere warm, it'll help it to rise a little bit quicker. Just keep it covered and it is going to about double in size.
Slay.
All right, our dough has sat for almost 2 hours because we were very busy playing cards and failing over and over. So let's see how it is. Whoa!
Big fat.
That got very large, which is good because the more it rises, the fluffier that the end result will be. So let's get this out of the bowl. Come on.
Oh, big boy.
Nice. All right, so our next step, we are going to be taking balls of our dough and we're going to coat it in our margarine. This is 1/2 cup of margarine, and then we're going to mix it in the rest of our mixture. So this is 1 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cocoa. We're gonna add that in. We want a little bit of cinnamon flavor. A typical monkey bread is just the cinnamon flavor. We're not typical, so we're doing chocolate. We'll add a little bit of cinnamon to balance it out. So just as much as you like, and then we're gonna mix this up. All right, so what we're gonna do next, we're gonna take little pieces of our dough. You can do as big or small as you like. I think something about this is good, or a little bit bigger. We're gonna take this, we're going to dunk it in our margarine. This will help the rest of the coating to stick. And we're gonna put it in here. And then we're going to just put this into our pan. And we're going to repeat that to finish all of the dough. We're gonna put in about a layer of this, and then we're just gonna sprinkle in some chocolate chips every once in a while, just to add a little bit more of like a gooey, melty chocolate to it. Nice and coated, and then put it in. And I just put a little bit of margarine on here just to make sure that it doesn't stick. our dough is all in here. They look beautiful. The chocolate chips are just kind of sprinkled in there. So next we're going to let it take a little nap. You want it to rise for about 20 minutes, so it's gonna help them to get extra fluffy before they bake, and then set your oven to 350, so then it is ready for when we put it in the oven. After it finishes rising, we're gonna bake it for about 35 to 40 minutes. You'll see the top gets a little bit golden, and you can kind of like test one of them to make sure it's cooked all the way through. Stick a toothpick in, and then you know that it is ready.
Ooh.
It's ready. Got a little bit fluffier. Now it's gonna go in the oven. We put a little bit of foil on the bottom in case any spillage happens. It won't fall into the bottom of the oven. Goodbye.
Bye.
It's done. It's massive. It smells so good. It looks so good. It's still very hot. So what you want to do is wait like 10 minutes, which is what we've done. Because you want to take it out when it's still hot so it can like slide out of the thing. So I'm going to try and flip this over onto the plate. This is very hard to grip.
Do you need help?
Ooh, okay. Now I need to unhook this, which loosens it up. And
Ooh.
uh-oh.
It's breaking apart. Oh no.
So it's already pulling apart. It's called a pull apart for a reason. You just kind of take pieces off. It's just
It got started
very
for us.
warm still. If we let it sit for a little longer, probably wouldn't have done this. But it doesn't matter. So we're gonna make a little glaze and then put some sprinkles on to decorate it since it's our birthday cake. This is just a little bit of powdered sugar, and we're gonna make a bit of a glaze. I'm gonna add a little bit of rice milk. You can use whatever liquid you want.
You need vanilla?
Nah.
Okay.
Because you're not gonna taste it too much. It's just gonna add a little bit of sweetness. You just want to add just a little bit. And it really doesn't need this, but if you're making a cinnamon version, you can add this like a glaze, and then with our chocolate version, it's just gonna make it look a little bit more festive. And then I'm just gonna transfer this to a bag so then we can drizzle it on. I'm just going to cut a little hole in here. And then do a drizzle across the whole thing. Does it look good?
Mm-hmm.
Last but not least, some sprinkles to add to the festivities. Voila! It's time for our taste test. Now this is where the hardest part comes into play, like picking which one. Oh wait, we forgot to sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Okay.
Whatever.
I'm gonna pick. Maybe I'll just pick one of these ones on the side that's like dying to be eaten. Let's see. Oh my god. Look at how fluffy it is.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm. It's like so good. It doesn't really get better than this. It's so fluffy and warm. Like, it's a perfect fluffiness. And every bite has all the flavor and gooiness to it. This recipe is honestly amazing. I really hope that you try it out. If you do, leave me a comment. Let me know how it went. Also, let me know if there are any other recipes that you would like us to make. We're kind of running out of ideas because we made so many great recipes. So check out all the other videos, and we'll see you next time. Bye.